Hey everyone, welcome back to the Angels and Healing Light Show. I'm Laura Romeiro. I'm your angel intuitive. Very happy to be here today on this beautiful Tuesday afternoon. I sure hope that you are comfortably warm or comfortably cool wherever you're at. All this wild weather this week affecting so many of you on the East Coast. And hopefully things are calming down a little bit, at least for now, and sending lots of prayers and good energy your way to keep things calm and gentle. So, almost the end of March, almost February. So, spring is just about, 5 weeks away, right? 4 or 5 weeks away. So, remember the very first day of winter and the shortest day of the year. So we're all past that hump now. We're looking forward to the first day of spring, and beautiful things will happen then. Thank you for being here, everybody. I'd like to say hello to Richard. Hey, Richard, thanks for being here today. It's good that you're able to catch up on being here this afternoon. And I have Patty and Ruth watching on Rumble. Thank you for everyone to be here, and looking forward to seeing Ruth's show tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Transformational Soul. How are you doing, Patty? So, a couple exciting things. Let's see. I'm not sure. Is that Kavita? UJNM? Is that Kavita? I never know with those mystic. Yeah, that is Kavita. Hi, Kavita. I sure be happy to give you a message. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Kavita. Awesome. So, some pretty exciting news that I have to share this afternoon with you from wherever you're watching, whether you're on X or YouTube, Rumble, BitChute, or if you're watching a little bit later on today. Thanks for being here, and don't forget to come back. I'll be back every Tuesday in March, by the way. So my schedule's kind of calming down a little bit, so I'll be able to be here every Tuesday in March, starting March. Hey, Robin, how are you? Thank you for being here. Robin's show tonight is Cosmic Soul Food, and Robin McGuire brings messages in all sorts of ways. They are all so filled with love and joy, and I love watching her joyful energy on Cosmic Soul Food. Thanks for being here, Robin. That's good. Awesome. So, I do have some exciting news after working at it for 4 or 5 years now. I am very pleased to announce that no later than this Saturday, the 28th, February 28th of 2026, I will be releasing my book called The Light. It's really been a work of love and faith and perseverance and some courage. I can tell you that just telling people about it was really tough for me at the very beginning, because I do get a little, like I said before, a little bit shy. But I think you'll all love it. It's called The Light Messages from God, and it's sacred guidance for healing, love, and divine connection. And what it is are channeled messages that I've received from God with the help of the angels. And there are messages on a variety of things. They're kind of short and sweet, but they're powerful, and they're vitally important for all of us to know. God wants us to hear these messages. And there are also some meditations and some exercises in there. There's journaling sections so that you can reflect on what you've read and how it's made you feel, or how you have felt or learned, or what messages you've received. But it's designed to help you grow spiritually and personally, to help heal, to help others heal, and really to help us shine our lights so that others can shine their lights and remember who you really are. So I hope that you will enjoy that. It will be released on an ebook form as well as a paperback. And more to come anyway. Thank you, Ruth. Thank you. Yeah, I'm really excited about the way the cover turned out too. It's just perfect. Just perfect. And I'll tell you, I've been working on it, working on the cover, working on everything for quite some time. So it's pretty exciting. I've never done this before, so I'm starting off at square zero. No idea what I'm doing. This is how it began in my little notebook with scribbled notes, because I like to use a nice sharp pencil when I write my messages, when I do my morning meditations. So this entire notebook is filled with all of these messages, and sometimes I can't read my own writing. It's really fun. It's like, what does that say? So, yeah, the purpose of the book is that I want everybody to feel the love of God, no matter who you are or where you are in life. And I want you to feel the absolute peace, joy, and recognition of who you are, who you truly are. Uh, and that's what it's for. So keep an eye on that, more to come. All right, thank you. Thank you, Richard. Thanks, Kavita. Thank you, everybody. Angel, how are you? Thank you for being here today. So that's my exciting news of the day. It's been a good week, a busy week. So how about we start off with a couple of readings? I'm going to start off with Richard, and then I think Kavita needs to go to work, so I will give you a little message as well. A little note here, if you feel called to, your love donation really helps me continue this work and cover the cost of streaming, the production cost for streaming the show. And so if you feel the call to support the show and the light we create together, any amount is appreciated and just helps with our expenses. And my expenses, as you probably know, we pay for these out of our own pocket. So, bringing you messages and guidance, which we love to do. But there's a link there, right there. Tiffany's always right on it. Hey, Linnell, what's happening? Glad you made it. Okay, Richard. Also, when you do a donation, you get a longer message and you get escorted to the front of the reading line, if you will. And my gratitude. Okay, Richard. So today I'm going to be using the Angel Tarot cards. And this is one of my favorites, a little bit trickier for me to read. I certainly am not an expert in actual tarot cards, but I do love these angel cards, the Angel Tarot deck. But it's all about the messages that are being given and how they apply to you. So Richard, for you, the first message is Archangel Michael talking about the Emperor. Correct me if I am wrong, but I think you've had this card before. And the reason I remember that, Richard, is because of a couple of things. Talking about organization, logic, leadership, structure, and discipline. And I always think this applies to you. But also what catches my attention is, doesn't these look like curtains on a stage? Doesn't it look like Archangel Michael is standing on a stage? Curtains are just opening up, and there he is standing there, fierce and strong and determined. He's got that beautiful sword in one hand and light and staff in the other, ready to lead the way, guide you to being the most organized and protecting. So Richard, this card for you, the Emperor. Okay. The next card is the Six of Fire. And this one I love for you because it talks about public recognition or awards. What's happening, Richard? Are you getting some awards or a promotion? Because there's good news on the way for you. How about that? So this celebration that's happening as this angel is on this beautiful horse, and the town and inhabitants, as he's riding through with this beautiful wand. Everybody's got this beautiful wand. There are 6 of them in here, and they're just celebrating your achievement. And so good news is coming. So do share, please, Richard. All right, Richard, there you go. Kavita, let's take care of you so you can relax and head on your way to work. I'm glad you're here. How's the artwork? How's your artwork going, Kavita? She makes beautiful paintings, ladies and gentlemen. Kavita does beautiful artwork. And okay. This thing's feeling a little heavy here, so let's just knock out some of this energy. And there you go, Kavita. Justice. Archangel Raguel's coming right out to talk about justice, reminding you to stand up for your beliefs. Do what's right. And make fair and just decisions. So acting as the angel of justice, Archangel Raguel coming forth, and then the number 8, which is always coming back to the beginning and the end. It's the infinity sign, but 8 is also a very powerful number as it relates to God. So you have this beautiful, strong angel coming through and breaking through these pillars, talking about justice and fairness. And so Archangel Raguel helping with any situations that require balance and fairness. So if you're having a situation, Kavita, in that manner, Archangel Raguel is there to help you. Okay. All right, lady. Thank you for being here today, Kavita. And let's see, Richard says he's going to let us know when it happens. So I'm waiting to hear, Richard. But I think you have some good things on the way. Are you kidding? You've got Archangel Michael involved. Wonderful things will happen. You're welcome, Kavita. Kavita, unfortunately, not painting right now because she has so much going on. I understand that, Kavita. And when you are ready, you'll continue to make beautiful artwork. It is really such a part of who you are. So I hope you can get back to it soon. All right, let me see. Ruth is next. And it looks like we have Jill and Roy watching on... Where's Jill and Roy? I just saw them somewhere. Oh, on Rumble. Okay. What's happening, Jill and Roy? How are you? Roy, I hope your ankle is all better, and looks like you guys are getting settled into the new place. I'm getting an image of the 2 of you kind of looking through some fruits that are growing, some low-growing fruits in your garden, and talking about making some jams or preserves and maybe jokingly some wine. So I don't know what you got up your sleeves there, but it looks like fun. All right. Anyway, back to you, Robin. I'm sorry, Ruth. So you have 2 cards, 2 water cards, Ruth. The first one is the Ace of Water, which of course is the beginning of something, and then the King of Water, which is the most powerful aspect. So the Ace of Water for you on this card is talking about spiritual growth and enhanced intuition. And I know that you are working on helping others with their spiritual growth and living their best life. This talks about, what I see in this card for you is this beautiful merman heading all the way down to the bottom of the ocean to grab this cup, which is surrounded by dolphins, which is, of course, a sign of good luck and love and guidance and playfulness. And going all the way to the bottom of the ocean to grab this cup that's just solitary, just sitting there by itself, being lit up from soft lighting from above. Notice the rough water at the top of the ocean, but underneath that, everything is calm, and that's where this beautiful cup lies. So reminding you, excuse me, reminding you, well, actually honoring you for being the one that has taken the steps to not only traverse the rough water, that you've had to dive down deep to get that chalice. There hasn't been anybody else around. You've been doing it on your own steam. You've been doing it with your own courage. You haven't had to rely on anybody else to follow your passions, to follow your mission in life, to follow your path in life. You are the only one that can do you. You are the only one that can do what you're doing because no one else can do it the way that you do. And so this is very wonderful validation that you are absolutely doing the right thing. And even though maybe it feels like you're doing it alone, rest assured you are not. And as the fruits of your labor are complete, this especially this next time around, know that you will be making a difference and giving a blueprint for other people to do the exact same thing, to follow their own trails, to follow their own paths, to make their difference in only a way that they can. So that's number one. The king of water. Well, now here's a whole different story. Look at all this at the bottom of the ocean. There's that dolphin again. Good luck and happiness and joy and support. But now the bottom of the ocean has all these goodies and treasures and more fish and more light and more bubbles and just a lot more going on down here at the bottom of the ocean. The king of water is someone who's trustworthy, compassionate, respected, and cultured. And reminding you to open your heart to those around you. You certainly do. But here is what's important is the trustworthy and heartfelt advice that you give. And so that ties right back in with the ace card, the ace of water card, where you are doing what you need to do to help others do what they need to do. So you're on the right path. And if you ever feel stuck or alone, you're not. You got all the fish in the sea, the dolphins, Archangel Michael, and me and everybody else there to help support you, okay? All right, Ruth. Jill says Roy's ankle's much better. Great. You know, just kind of when your ankle isn't working well, and especially if the weather's a little dicey, it makes it tough. So I'm glad it's getting better. And those ankles can take a while, can't they? Okay, and Richard says, I've been stage manager for The Drunkard 2 times this week. Great. Good. And you know what? That's really interesting because if you look at that picture, it's kind of what it looks like. A manager standing on the stage giving somebody the stink eye, like, come on, get it right. I'm watching. Good. Bob, who's the main stage manager, is training. He's training you to do some things. So good, Richard. You know, you're perfect for that. And that card just absolute validation. Just keep on keeping on. So, you know, all of this is just, I love the fact that you can do this, Richard. I don't know. I could probably get on stage if I had to be a goofball, but if I had to remember lines and exit stage left or stand over on the middle and turn around and say something to somebody else, try to remember all that, I don't think I could do that. I could probably do improv and be okay with that, but what you do is a lot. I admire people watching. It's like, gosh, how do you remember all that? Well, good for you. So keep it up. All right, let's see who is next. Patty. Patty. How's it going, Miss Patty? How's your week been? It's only been a couple of days long, but how's it going? What good things do you have lined up for yourself this week? I get a feeling of, people are kind of tired right now of weather. Everything kind of feels challenging this week. It does to me, and it kind of like just kind of feeling out your energy out there. It feels like everybody's feeling a little bit tired and challenged. Like, really, since we can't control a lot of what's happening around us, use that opportunity to find something that you love to do that you can control. That maybe it's time for quiet. Maybe it's time to sit down and pick up the crochet needles again or knitting needles and work on knitting that Afghan that you've been working on, or to read a book just for your own enjoyment, or if you wanted to learn something, crossword, a puzzle, something to let your mind rest. So you have the time to just let your spirit be. Let your spirit be the one that's in charge, and let your mind rest and let your heart rest, so that you're just doing some easy things, focusing in on your surroundings, and whatever challenges that you're having, remember that this too shall pass. We always come out the other side brighter, having grown a little something, even if it's gray hair. So just know that through the times of challenge and fatigue, drink enough water, get your rest, get your mental rest. Just do something gentle for yourself, and things will get better. You'll come out the other side. But just rest. Rest. Let your mind rest. Okay? Okay, let's see. Who, Patty? I have some more water cards here, Patty. So this first one is the Knight of Water, talking about someone that's emotional and romantic, enthusiastic, and contemplative. So this card's reminding you need to balance your emotions, but also talking about an invitation to a social event and perhaps falling in love. So balancing of emotions, rough water, right? Riding a dolphin over this rough water. So I'm sure that gets a little tiring after a while. So let's balance that out. We need to find a way to find smoother waters. And one way to do that is really analyzing and thinking about what is it that's causing the disruption, or what's causing the chaos. What can you jettison? What can you get out of your life that is creating chaos? Or how can you change things so that they're calmer rather than chaotic? Because after a while, rough water gets to really wear you down, doesn't it? So that Knight of Water, but it sounds like there's some pretty nice romantic things coming your way too. I'd love to hear about that. Do tell us. But this beautiful blue water has such a calming color, but the water itself is rough. So find some ways to calm the chaos, Patty. This 10 of Water talks about a contented and rewarding family life, and saying that your emotional and material needs are being met. So here at the surface of the water is this little mermaid boy, and down below we have, down below the water, we have all sorts of chalices that are filled with goodies that are in the hands of to, I guess, adult mer persons. So you may feel like you don't have a thing, but know that there are things that are being provided for you. Trustworthy relationships, and sometimes we can't always see what's happening under the water. But this card is telling you your emotional and material needs are met, which is good because there we are talking about the chaos, right? So emotional needs are met and trustworthy people. All right, Patty, I hope that is helpful for you. I've had these cards for a long time. Actually, Doreen, this is when Doreen Virtue actually put her name on these things. Yeah, let's see. They were copyrighted in 2012, and I know I probably got them probably about 2 or 3 years afterwards. So I've had them for a long time. The illustrations are gorgeous. All right, Miss Patty, let's see. Kavita, we got Richard, Robin. Let's go next, Robin. Hey, Kim, how are you? Welcome. Nice to have you here again. All right. Robin. I wonder what Robin's going to be up to tonight on her show. Only way to find out is to tune in at 8 o'clock and find out what delightful messages and energy she has for you. So tune in at 8 o'clock to find out Robin's Cosmic Soul Food. She's always got great messages. All right, Miss Robin. King of Fire. Oh, that's you. Focus, 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 communicating with vision and being a leader. Look at that. And guess what? Guess what's laying here? Just laying the dragon. The King of Fire has this beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous dragon. Just look at that. I don't know if you can see the colors very well, but it's beautiful, isn't it? So many gorgeous colors. That is definitely Robin's dragon. And so reminding you, Robin, to stay focused, to stay communicating with vision and be a leader. And I think we've gotten the message before about you and leadership, I believe. So yes, we have. Don't ask me how I remember that. So keep stepping up and moving forward and follow, and don't be afraid to do what you feel need to do. You have everything you need to do it. Here we have the beautiful Archangel Ariel on a card number 11. Magic Master number right there. Angel number. Talking about strength. So you do have great inner strength. Release harsh judgments. Have forgiveness and compassion, and especially for yourself. Yes, for yourself, Robin. You know, coulda, shoulda, woulda, absolutely pointless. We all do it. Don't do it anymore. If you're coulda, shoulda, woulda-ing, get your big pair of magical scissors and cut those cords, because everything that's happened has brought you to where you are today. And that is a leader, a visionary, a communicator, an angel on earth. And you have strength, and you have the vision, and you have the skills to communicate very, very well. And this beautiful tiger and the dove, so that they can exist together, the tiger and the dove. All right, Robin, see you tonight. Did you catch Marsha Culver's show last night? Enlightened Heights. So watching her show last night, and she started singing to Samir. My cat was sitting on my lap, and I could just see his eyes closing. He couldn't keep them open. He was like going into a trance as she was singing, and he was just like, oh, really, really relaxed him. And I wanted to tell her, You put my cat into a trance. He was so relaxed with your singing. It was really pretty. So if you don't get it, if you couldn't see it last night, watch the replays. Okay. Let's see. We have Ruth, Robin, Kavita, Richard, Angel. Let's talk to Miss Angel. Angel, talking about the King of Earth. Earth is all about stability. Earth is about abundance. Earth is about creation. So this is going to be a very successful time. So if you have an opportunity, accept it. The Midas touch is here. You have the Midas touch, Angel. So the King of Earth, accept an offer. Next, we have the Page of Air. So the Page of Air, somebody that's logical and honest, impulsive and curious, which is in kind of direct opposition to the King of Earth, who's generous and professional and responsible and practical. So the Page of Air is here to tell you there's going to be some delays. There's going to be some challenges, but hang in there, because this is where you have the King of Earth come in to swoop down and save the day. So be patient with and remember to communicate with tact, truthfully. Challenging information and changes to plans, grace and ease, because you've got the Page of Air, who is kind of impulsive. Calm that down and deliver with calm, with peace, and with grace. Okay, I hope you find that helpful, Angel. Beautiful cards for you, dear. Thanks for being here. All right, Lano. What's going on, Lanelle? What are you doing this afternoon? Let's see. Jill and Roy are next after Linnell. Linnell. Oh, let's see. I saw a little note here from Jill and Roy. Something about... Oh, they have fruit trees and they're going to do planting. Okay. Yeah, I definitely saw you with some fruit and just trying to figure out what you're going to do with the fruit. All right, Linnell. Linnell, I just had an impression of you with hair in a strawberry blondish, like a strawberry, not pink, but like a strawberry blonde or with a little fire to it, and it looked beautiful. So I don't know if you're planning on that. 8 of Earth. Oh, going back to school. What are you learning? What are you wanting to learn, Linnell? So the 8 of Earth. I love the number 8. Talked about that before, but here you have sitting in this beautiful forest surrounded by calm and beautiful mountains. Can you feel the peace in this card? You see this stack of textbooks and this angel's hard at work learning and studying. Skilled work is rewarded. So if you need to learn something to make a better position, go for it. Don't hold back. And then the 4 of Water. Yeah, okay. So the 4 of Water saying there's a missing opportunity here and that there's some discontentment or boredom, and to open your eyes to the possibilities. And that is going to require some study, going back to school. So there's your answer. So if you're feeling frustrated, if you feel you're not going anywhere, find out what it is that you need to do and learn in order to make that change, to bring yourself into happiness and alignment of where you should be. Okay. All right, Linnell. Thank you for being here, Linnell. And let's see. Jill and Roy, or Roy, you're next, and then Jill. Ruth said, great message. Thank you, Laura. I am grateful for you, and I love you, and I love you too. Ah, Samir's here. All right, Sam, what's happening? Robin said thank you so much. I was working on this earlier today. Wonderful message for me. Wowie, you are awesome, Laura. Well, so are you, Robin. You are too. All of you are awesome. All right, Roy. Ooh, okay, there's one. King of Earth. King of Earth. Weren't we just talking about planting? Well, having the Midas touch, you're going to have a beautiful garden, it looks like. But not only is it going to be beautiful and lush, it's going to be happy. And it's going to make you happy. And it's going to be so peaceful. And I feel that you feel like you have finally found your home, that you finally found your place. And that feeling of connectedness to where you are in the land is going to be well received by the earth that you're on. As you're giving that earth love and attention and respect, it's going to repay you in kind. And it's almost like if this is you sitting on the front porch, just surveying all the natural beauty that's around you, and all that good energy is just going to create growth and beauty and joy. And oh, it sounds beautiful. So you are in the right place, Roy. I think you kind of know that. The Four of Earth is reminding you to make good decisions, good business decisions, but kind of don't be too frivolous, but don't be too cautious with money. There's a nice line. Don't forget to give to those who are less fortunate. So if there is a feeling there in the background that something's a little too tight, if something doesn't feel right, then try to find your way to the moderate space and be cautious, but be generous as well. All right, Roy, that's for you. Jill. Jill, the words I'm hearing for you right now are Mother Earth. And it feels like where you are is someplace you've been before. It feels like you have come home again as well, because it feels like you have been there before in another time, and that you are the Mother Earth of that land and the protectress of that land, the alchemist of the produce of that land. It's yours. I mean, you're home. You're home. The Two of Earth. Okay. This kind of feels like we're going back in time. So, going back in time from before you moved. The Two of Earth says, well, there's too much going on here. So, make a decision and remember to have a playful approach. Rome wasn't built in a day, so calm down, is what I'm hearing. If you are, remember to be gentle with your energy as you're trying to build your gardens and to build your surroundings. Forceful energy is going to slow things down because it's going to respond in kind. It's going to respond to you the way you respond to it. So calm down. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither will your garden. And even though you are really happy and really want to see it take place and really flourish, give it time. It will happen in its own time and it will give you everything you need. But you also have to allow nature to be nature. You can't force nature. The Page of Fire. News of an exciting new endeavor, but also using originality and ingenuity. Are you trying to create a garden? It sounds like you could do some very creative and beautiful things. So if you're kind of starting at the beginning here, you can design a beautiful garden. And I see one area kind of where you have like a swinging seat that has a trellis and flowering vines that are really attractive to butterflies. They're like white flowers. I don't know, maybe moonflowers or trumpet flowers or something along those lines. And all I see are butterflies everywhere. So you sit underneath this beautiful vine, you're surrounded by all of these beautiful butterflies. That's how it seems to me. So it sounds just like a beautiful place. So remember to be gentle with your energy, because you cannot force it and you don't want it to respond. You want it to respond to you the way that you treat it. Okay, so just take a deep breath. It'll get done. I'm very, very happy for both of you. All right. Let's see. Maureen, how's it going, Maureen? All righty, let's see. I believe we have Kim next. Glad you're here, Kim. Kim, let's see. My website, by the way, is angelsandhealinglight.com. Take a look around, book a reading or healing session for you or your pet. Kim, the Eight of Air. This card talks about an illusion of being trapped, a lack of self-confidence, and being afraid to take action. Well, we've all been there, right? And sometimes you just need to damn the torpedoes and lead the charge forward. Don't, excuse me, don't get stuck by an illusion. You just need to take the step forward. Excuse me. You just need to step forward. And as you do, you will be free of that feeling of being trapped, okay? Sorry, stand by. I can't. This cough is driving me crazy. I think our pollen count is off the charts. The next card for you, Kim, is the King of Water. Again, opening your heart and mind to those around you. Oh, yeah. For you. Look at all these beautiful beings surrounding you. So you have the dolphin, you have these pretty angel fish, you have this beautiful red fish, and all these other little fishies down here. And it looks like an octopus too. Yes, an octopus is there too, surrounding you, but you can barely see it. It's kind of transparent, but it's there. So know that you've got things surrounding you, helping you, guiding you. Just get out of the way. Just step forward. Have the courage to take that step and know that you are being surrounded and supported. You're not alone. You've got the King of Water helping you on the way, okay? All right, Kim, thank you for being here today. And let's see. Maureen is next, and then Sam. I think I'm doing pretty good here getting everybody. Watching sick pumpkin heads. Oh no. I know there's something I've been fighting all last week. Gosh, I thought my throat was gonna sever. It was coughing so much. And it's like a dry cough too. It's really annoying. But something again is going around, so I hope your pumpkin heads feel better. Okay, let's see. Where was I going with this? Maureen. Roy said that message was spot on. Thank you. You're very welcome. And Jill says, great message for me. Thank you. You are spot on. You're very, very welcome. I'm just really happy for you two. Really, I just feel like such a big sense of calm and peace and relief, and you know, things are going to be less difficult. Linnell says I had to pause because the pumpkin head woke up. Okay, that's cute. All right, Maureen. Six of fire again, and another six. Okay, we have two sixes here. Archangel Raphael, the healer. The physical healer, but the healer of relationships. I need to know what this number 6 means. Stand by, Maureen. Stand by your man. Let's see. This card signals that a significant relationship is on your mind. Communication is key right now, and you have to make an important decision about your life. The conclusions you reach now are going to greatly influence your future, so make sure your choices are thoroughly considered and that you're able to act upon them. Archangel Raphael, in addition to being the angel of health and traveling, is the patron of soulmates. Excuse me. And can help you manifest the soulmate partnership of your dreams. He can help you heal relationships, and he can help heal you. So that card is reminding you to carefully weigh your decisions. All right, now let me look at the Six of Fire. A time of great achievement and success. People think very highly of you, and your reputation is excellent. You have made good decisions and worked hard. And congratulations. I think I saw that you had just actually officially retired. So congratulations, and that's some great acknowledgement. Good news is on the way. So I don't have the answer for the 6, but the 6 is important. So if anybody knows what's important about the number 6, let me know, please. Again, this card is talking about celebrations and achievements, but happiness. Look at the smile on this angel's face. Look at the people celebrating. So where's this horse going? It's going somewhere. It's traveling through. It's being celebrated, but it's going to keep going somewhere. So make those decisions. Take your time. You've got help. You've got support. But don't be afraid, because you're going to be heading in the right direction. And you've got Archangel Raphael to help you and heal you. Okay, Maureen? Thanks for being here, Maureen. Sam. Linnell says the move was right on path for Jill and Roy. Yeah, we all feel it, I think. Samir. Now I can't get that song out of my head. I hate that. So I'm going to be singing Stand By Your Man. I hope it's the one from the Blues Brothers version. That's the only one I know. Okay. Samir. 7 of Earth. And our Earth, again, is about stability. It is about abundance. And you've got the money tree here. Sam, you've got the money tree. Seeds have been well planted, and there might be a little bit of break in the action right now, but you don't have to worry about that, Sam. Okay, you've got this tree that is holding on to all the seeds of abundance, and they are about to they're about to grow. So don't worry about the pause in the action. So no worries. And then let me pull one more card for you, Sam. Because it looks like, what I see in this card, the Seven of Earth card, to me, this indicates that you have been working to plant these seeds for a while, and you've been, I keep seeing that you're creating something new, like a new company, a new way of doing something, or both. I can't quite get my finger on it, or both, but you've been working for a while to plant these seeds. So just hang in there. They're going to happen. They're going to grow. They're going to sprout. But sometimes it takes a little bit of time, right? Right now in this part of this part of this is getting light. And so it's going to excuse me. Part of this is getting light and part of it's not. Okay, I got to stand by, folks. Sorry about that. Thank God for the mute button. Okay, Sam. So just hang in there. The sun will come around to hit all of these seeds, okay? Second card for you is the Empress from Archangel Gabriel. Perfect. Lavish abundance. Giving birth to your dreams, which is exactly what we're waiting for. So that's happening. Archangel Gabriel is the angel of communication. So, excuse me. So if you're receiving some guidance, or if you're unsure, ask Archangel Gabriel to help give you the insight you need, okay? All right, Sam. You're welcome, Sam. Oh, that's a blurp, all right. Holy cow, I got like a dry tickle. Those are the worst because I don't know, they just don't seem to go anywhere unless you're not talking to anybody. Good for you, Linnell. Looking forward to heading back to the Snow Fest. Well, I bet you sounds like you're going to the East Coast. Yeah, bring the fun with you because I don't think they're having a very good time over there right now. They could use it. All right, so next I would like to draw a card for Miss Tiffany White Sage Woman, Miss Reverend Tiffany White Sage Woman, who makes this all possible and who gives so much support and guidance and love and cheer. And she just has this amazing can-do attitude. So, and what a perfect card for her. This is Archangel Gabriel, right? Archangel Gabriel is the communicator, the announcer, sharing the light and talking the light and spreading the light, but all helping us do that as well. And this is talking about an awakening, looking at things from a different perspective. But while you're doing that, there's going to be a little bit of a standstill and reminding you it's important to be yourself, which I know you are, but sometimes we may be drawn to consider something that sounds really nice, but in the long run, maybe not for us. So just remember to be yourself, but in gratitude for all that you do for all of us and for all of the messages that you get out there to help people on their way to light up their path and shining your divine and beautiful light everywhere. That's for you. Miss Tiffany. Thank you. You're very welcome. And I love you too. All right. So, folks, here's the last message of the day, I think, for everybody. This is for everyone. And as I just popped out, I think it's perfect. This is from Archangel Jeremiah. It's reminding us of renewal. So, as I said a little bit earlier, if people are feeling tired and overwhelmed and over it and just fatigued, renewal's on the way. There is a new direction coming. Things will be smoother, things will be brighter, things will be lighter. See? Right there, the beautiful little green is growing. Look at all this beautiful light. So we have the beautiful Archangel Jeremiah, who is coming to remind you that things will be looking better soon. Okay, hang in there, guys. I know it's been kind of a challenging winter for many of us, and especially those of you on the East Coast. It's been challenging, so hang in there. Center of the earth for that piggybacker. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. All right. I think I've got everybody, don't I? So remember tonight at 8 o'clock, Robin. Tomorrow at, do we have it tomorrow? Do we have it tomorrow? Who's tomorrow? I think Elif is tomorrow afternoon, right? I'm sorry, I don't know. But I know that tomorrow night is Ruth's show, Transformational Soul. Remember, if any of these messages helped you, try to write them down somewhere. Okay, they're important. Write the messages down that you receive and come back next Tuesday for more. But in the meantime, share the show, please. Share the messages if there's something you heard today or saw today in one of the cards that would be helpful for somebody else. That's a nice way of you sharing that light for somebody that could be guided by that as well, okay? Because that's what we're all here for, a big Goldylocks family around the world. So wherever you are and whoever you are and whatever you're doing, I am grateful for you for being here and for participating in the show and for just being part of this group, because it's a wonderful, wonderful group of people. So thank you so much, one and all. Be safe, be well, and be blessed. And I'll see you Tuesday, okay? Take care.
Thanks for listening. We hope you enjoyed the show.